Julian Alvarez. It looks like he's about to be on his way to Atlético Madrid. And when I first saw this break, I was like, you know what? This makes a lot of sense, right? I remember when he first was rumored that he may want to leave Man City. I was saying, okay, if I'm Julian Alvarez, the two clubs that I'd be looking at is PSG and Atlético Madrid, right? Atlético Madrid, damn near right after the Euros ended, Morata dipped. I mean, he couldn't wait to leave. That's what it looked like. And now it looks like, what, Antoine Griezmann's on his way to Los Angeles or something like that. And they did sign Alexander Sorloth after getting rejected by Dovbyk. But now it looks like they're about to get this guy through the line. I mean, that's a pretty good move, in my opinion. I really rate Julian Alvarez. I think that he's Man City's best striker. And I don't think that they're going to necessarily want to lose him, bro.
Oh, dear. Best striker.
Yeah, he's better than Haaland. He's a better footballer.
He's not a better striker than Haaland.
He's not. I don't know about that. I don't. I mean,
okay, so why not?
Tough take right there. Mm-hmm. I think that he's a good striker for what he does. Gives some good minutes, and I think he scored 19 goals, 13 assists last season. So that was pretty good for the entire round. But I don't know if I would put him in that Haaland class. Honestly, there's levels to this. Like when it comes down to finishing, Haaland's a way better finisher than Julian Alvarez is, and Julian Alvarez is a good finisher. Like he's done a good job for City and Argentina in the past. So it's like, okay, cool. I can see him going to Atleti and being able to produce on that front line. But to say he's not, or he's better than Haaland, that's kind of crazy.
yeah, you're waffling. I'm not gonna lie. He's not better than Haaland. Haaland is literally a generational finisher. You could question his ball playing ability. I always shit on it. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
I'm one of the first people to call it out. But to say that he's a better overall striker than him, no, he's not. No chance. Haaland's finishing. We've seen it. He's finishing at a generational rate, something we've never seen before. So no, it's a good signing, but let's not get carried away. It's not better than happened.
I'm talking about you as a footballer.
Okay, who cares? They're not signing him just as a footballer. They're signing him as a striker.
Yeah, and I think that his all-around game, I think he's a complete striker. To me, he has more about him than what Haaland is. Yeah, so Haaland is elite off the ball and elite in the box. I will give him that, right? Like, and that's end of the day, that's the number one job that you want your striker to do. Fair enough. But I think if Haaland, let's say, God forbid, he got injured, missed the whole season, and Julian Alvarez had to start up front for Man City, I think he bags 20, 25 goals. Not as much as Haaland.
Haaland's bagging 30 goals, though.
No, okay, that's fine. He's a better finisher, right? Haaland's a better finisher, but I still think that they'd have been fine with Julian Alvarez up front.
He wouldn't bag 25. You're a little bit reaching right now.
No. I said 20 to 25. Like, I think that he would be in that Golden Boot conversation. Like,
he's a good player. I like him, but he's not as good because there's nothing that he excels at the rate that Haaland excels at finishing. When you look at Haaland, his finishing and his variety of finishing in the box, especially, and his movement and his physicality, you can give him a 9 or a 10 out of 10 in so many things. And obviously, as I said, his ball playing, yes, his link up is not good. His dribbling is not the best. But what he's good at, he's about a 9 or a 10 out of 10 out of it. At worst, he's an 8 out of 10 in some of these things. Julian Alvarez does not excel at anything exceptionally to be compared to Haaland. Like whatever, you can say that Julian Alvarez is a 7 out of 10 in so many things. But he's not a 9 or a 10 out of 10 like Haaland is. That's why I'm saying Haaland is generational. Julian Alvarez is a good striker. I'm not going to lie. We shouldn't even be spending this much on this conversation, if I'm being honest.
Okay, wait. But are you saying that just because he's been coming off the bench? So it's like, it's kind of small sample sizes. Like, we don't actually know what he can do.
I've watched him enough to say, like, if he's, like, so good. Because I could watch someone off the bench and be like, wow, how's this person on the bench? I don't really watch him and think that, if I'm being honest with you. Like, I think he's good. I think he should be starting somewhere. But I'm not putting him in Haaland debates as soon as he goes to another team.
Look, bro. Well, I'm here to run some agendas, bro. I fully believe
I know. You don't have to tell me that.
I fully believe that he's a better player than Erling Haaland. But, yo, Edwin, talk to me about the fit, though, at Atlético Madrid. I mean, I was on the football terrace, and I forget who the guy's name was, but big up to him. But he was saying that strikers go to Atlético Madrid and die. And I kind of felt that was a weird comment to make because what I remember about Atlético Madrid is that they usually always have a really good striker. So unless my football memory is kind of failing me here, right? I mean, like, they usually always have good strikers up front. And I think with them now getting Sorloth from Villarreal and then them adding in a Julian Alvarez, their striking is going to be really good next season. Like, I don't really see a drop-off from Morata and Griezmann well, Morata's left, but Griezmann possibly leaving. I don't really see a drop off there, to be honest.
Yeah, there won't be no drop off if Griezmann leaves. I think that he's probably making that comment because it's everybody else but Griezmann who has excelled. I don't know compared to what he was maybe saying in the past, but I think that Julian Alvarez going there would be much needed firepower for that team. It's to be seen on what happens as far as the ball playing skills and the system in which he'll fit in at that point in time. I think he's going to do great for them, honestly, but I don't know if he can lead the line by himself just yet, which is why you need the Sorlofs, you need the Antoine Griezmanns there, in my opinion, to start him off there so that we can see. Because honestly, sure, like he was playing in a great City team, but it was also a great City team. It's nothing compared to Atletico Madrid. Like, let's stop it here, right? The squads are different, levels different, the ball playing tactics are different compared from Pep to Simeone. So obviously it's going to be a drop off in that aspect. So can he still be able to match that level of intensity moving forward? I don't know, because I've seen him only come off the bench consistently and give his all there. So I think he's going to do well to start off. I don't think he's going to like come in and shattering goals and having like a great start like Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang did for Barcelona a couple years ago. Like that's not going to be what it is, but I think he's going to come in there and do a solid job for the most part and give him some type of another element to attacking for the front line. That's what I'll say.
All right, now fair enough. But then, like, do you agree with him wanting to leave Man City? Like, like if you were Julian Alvarez, would you be leaving City? Because, like how I view it is, he's already completed football. I don't know how old he is. I think Julian Alvarez got to be like 24, maybe 25. Yeah, like he's completed football. He's won everything that there is to win on international level, at a club level. I think he could do whatever the hell he wanted. Even if he wanted to go to Saudi Arabia right now, I wouldn't really criticize that move. So I think, him possibly going to, him going to Atlético Madrid, I think it's an upgrade in terms of not
his
the team,
role's
right?
Upgraded.
Yeah, basically it's like his role's upgraded, right?
That's
and I'm pretty sure he's going to maybe get more money at Atlético Madrid as well, right? You're going to be playing for an Argentinian manager in Diego Simeone. Right, you're gonna be like one of the focal points of a team that goes deep every year in the Champions League. You guys are gonna be in and around. I really do like the move. I know a lot of City fans are upset that he wants to go start because it's like you guys said, he's not gonna start over Haaland. Like he's just not going to. So unless he's gonna be fine coming off the bench, I mean, gotta go.
I mean, he has a chance right now to carve in his own like path for greatness. Right now, he was always coming off the bench for City consistently, right? And he, like you said before, he won everything. He's able to complete the highest of the highest in football for the most part. Now, when it comes down to it, he's still playing Champions League football, and they're signing him to be one of the guys. Not probably the guy, but at least one of the guys. When we looked at Julian Alvarez, he wasn't one of the guys at City. Like, he was a super sub. A really good one at that, too, I guess you could say. But now he's coming in to be a focal point for Atleti next season. So now there's pressure on him.
Yeah, I mean, look, fair enough. I mean, last thing that I kind of did want to talk about with that is with him going to Spain, right? I remember saying before that there's a lot of Premier League teams right now that could use him. I mean, like, how come you think he didn't maybe go to like a Arsenal or that like a Chelsea didn't come in, maybe a Tottenham, something like that?
I'm not sure if I rate him enough for us to spend money on him. Like
what?
That. I don't.
You wouldn't take Julian Alvarez at Arsenal
to be the main guy? I don't know. I took my chances with Jesus and Havertz at that point, honestly.
You're waffling, bro.
What? Were you just not bigging him up?
Yeah, but like I said before, right? It's similar to Jesus, right? In the past, I think that we as Arsenal fans were signing him, and we thought that we were signing him to be the guy. No. He was to be one of the guys for the project that was building up. I don't look at Julian Alvarez and say, "Oh, we need to have him to be like the guy." He'd come in to be one of the guys, but like you tell me all the time, we need a needle mover. I'm not sure if he's a needle mover for us. I really don't. I think he's a good player, but I'd rather roll with Jesus. I'm not gonna lie with you, to be honest with you, or get someone else. And I don't really rate.
Yeah, but Jesus plays like half a season for you. I don't know how you say that. I'm not gonna lie.
But as far as like the all around footballing game, I like what I have already. I don't think I would spend money on a guy who, to be honest, like he was a sub. You know, we're gonna buy more players from.
Were you just not bigging him up?
I was, and now he's going to a different place. To again, it'd be a similar situation where he's going to another club to be one of the guys now, right? Or one of the main guys, I guess you could say. But here, I don't see how he would be the guy. We need the guy type of player, not one of the guys type of player.
Yeah, but that's the same thing you did. Jesus, you're just bigging up. He was a bench for City when you signed him. So that's
Jesus couldn't even start. But the thing is, Jesus couldn't even start at Man City when they sold Aguero. They was running.
I'm saying he was actually
they switched their whole formation to still not start him. They were running a false 9 with Gundo and Phil Foden.
They had no striker, and he still couldn't.
That's fair. That's fair. But look at the timeline from when we signed him up until now. Jesus, like, we needed just good players. He was a good player. Now looking at it back, it's like, okay, he's a good player, but we need a needle mover to take us forward. Like, it's different timelines.
So you're saying that you would rather start off next season with Gabriel Jesus, Eddie Nketiah, and Kai Havertz being
Eddie Nketiah is gone. Okay,
versus Julian Alvarez.
Does it look like it? You're still rejecting me?
Okay,
yo,
all right.
Drugs.
We have listen.
Talk
and keep your deal on the table. All right. If we're not going to accept nothing less than 35 million,
all right, bro, we're gonna talk about that in a little bit. We're gonna talk about that in a little bit, bro. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Staffy. I mean, like, why do you think no Prem teams came in for him, bro?
For who?
Julian Alvarez. Yeah.
He probably wants to go to Madrid anyways. You know, he's South American. He probably is tempted to go to sunny Madrid and all that stuff, play under Simeone. Let's be honest, why would you downgrade and go to any other team when you're playing for City? If he's going to stay in England, he might as well stay for City. You know, it's not like he's going to go to most of these teams and he's guaranteed to start. Because when you look at most teams, United already spent big money on 2 strikers, so it's not like we're ever going to go for him. And there's a rivalry there, so we'll probably never go for it. Arsenal, I mean, you're hearing how your boy here is snubbing him like he got anything better. You got Kai Havertz and he's acting like they're miles better. And then, I mean, you look at every other team. Who the hell is going to sign him? Probably Chelsea was going to be the only option. Remember, actually, they were linked with them earlier in the summer. That could have been the best possibility. And it would only, I'm not going to lie, it only would have made sense if they offered him like maybe significantly more money. And he just, as you said, he looks like he's just bored. So he just wanted a new challenge. So if that was the case, I would have heard it. But, bro, this guy already accomplished too much in football at such a young age. He's probably just bored at this point. He's doing side quests, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, facts, bro. Yo, bro, you know what the thing is, man? I want to do a little shameless plug. You know that he was in La Fabrica. He played for Madrid's youth team for like a year, I think.
Played for whose team?
For Real Madrid's youth team.
Oh, did he? I didn't even know that.
Yeah, bro. It's like there's pictures like of him and everything. But look, before we move on, I just gotta say, Julian Alvarez, look, you saved Atlético Madrid because the way that I was going in on them after Dovbyk rejected them to go to Roma, and then they bounced back with Sorloth, fuck that guy, by the way, and then they also now go sign Julian Alvarez. Yeah, man, look, they're gonna be dangerous next season, but it's gonna be sad for him, Staffy and Edwin, because you're in the same city as Real Madrid. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got the Bernabeu on the left, then you got whatever Atletico Madrid got going on like the right. But you gotta make the right.
Other teams have to field players every time someone goes to Spain and Madrid.
For sure,
you sit there and you say that. Do you want to?
No, for sure. But But bro, you know what it's like? Think about basketball terms, right? Like if you're in Los Angeles, you want to be on the Lakers,
like playing in the Nets instead of the Knicks. I hear you.
Oh my God,
Mikal, I hear you.